What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dread, Dread the Trucker Dread. Last video I made, I was trying to talk shit about the company, but they cut me off. I guess they wasn't ready for me to vent. So I don't remember where I last left off at. So I'm gonna just start a whole nother thing. Shout out to shout out to Mo the Trucker. You know what I mean? I watched your video last night, and yo, you made some valid points, some real valid points that I never even touched base on. Like, you broke everything down, bro. Everything from A to B to Z. You broke everything down. You know what I'm saying? It was stuff that you was talking about that I forgot about orientation. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I applaud you for that. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is my fifth, going on sixth. You might as well say it's my 6 month review, because the 24th is over with. You know what I mean? I'll be completed my lease. I probably got like one more trip. Like right now, I'm on my way to Texas, so this probably be my last trip. Matter of fact, I got one more trip after this, and that'll probably be back to Florida, back to Tampa to drop this truck off. So, uh, so TransAm, we should really call that trans scam, because they will scam the shit out you. You know what I mean? In the beginning, everything was glorious. You know what I'm saying? Marvelous, amazing. You know what I'm saying? I was bringing in like 3,000. My highest amount of miles was 3,300, 33 and some change to be exact. And yo, my highest check was like 1,500. You know what I mean? And I was killing them in the beginning. 4 months later, or the fourth month later, it was like, yo, what's up? Like, what's going on here? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, this is crazy. Like, yo, I was losing motivation, not with trucking, but just with the company. And I wanted to do like everybody else did and just jump ship. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that had me stay here was the fact that I got a felony. You know what I'm saying? And I had a DUI, and I needed the proper time, the time gap, for other companies to want to rock with me. So now I applied to a couple companies. It's on now. I got what I needed to get from TransAm, which was my experience. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got the experience. I got the good experience and I got the bad experience. The good experience was, the road experience. You know what I mean? The bad experience was dealing with a bullshit company and bullshit lies. You know what I mean? And you got to be able to deal with a lot of things when you come to Trans Am, because everything's gonna be good in the beginning. Because I used to watch videos and like, yo, what are they talking about? Trans Am, we getting money over here. I'm getting money over here. What's the problem? Why everybody quitting? Yeah, I got slapped in the face. I definitely got slapped in the face on my fourth month and brought back to reality. Now I see why. So I wouldn't recommend this company to anybody that's really trying to get money doing the whole trucking thing. But if you want to get your experience and don't want to over the road trainer, yeah, come to Trans Am. Get your 6 months experience and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal. It's a lot of headaches, especially when you pick up a load that's reefer. Now, if you got a reefer load, what you got to do is you got to email them your paperwork. So you gotta do that to risk management. You gotta send it to risk management. That way, they can make sure that the time is the same as the paperwork and on the trailer. All right, cool. That's understandable. The thing is, they'll call you. They will call you all night long and all morning long. As long as you got that load, they will keep calling you and asking you, did you send the paperwork in? No matter how many times you tell them, yes, I did. When I picked the load up, I sent it in. And they'll keep calling you and they'll ask you the same thing. Did you send it in? Yes, I did. All right, well, let me take a look. Did you send it to Trans Am truck? Yeah, did you send it to Bills? TransAm truck? Yeah. All right, let's take a look at it. Then they'll look in the computer, they'll look at the emails, then they'll see it, and they'll be like, all right, yeah, everything looks fine here. We're gonna take your alerts off, so nobody will bother you. All right, cool. An hour later, hey, did you send your paperwork in? Yes. And you do the same process over and over, and they'll keep saying that they're gonna take you off of it, but they're not. They're gonna keep calling you until you got that load to where it needs to be, and that is so annoying. I'm talking about they calling like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. No matter what time, they're gonna call you. It got to the point where I just started ignoring them. I'll talk to them the first time. Yeah, I sent it in. They'll look at it. Okay, yeah, everything's good. All right, and that's it. They'll call all night. They'll call all morning. I'll ignore them. I straight up and down ignore them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to keep answering the same question when all you gotta do before you call me and ask me about some paperwork, your computer's right there. Open up the email. Check it. Do all of that before you want to call me and disturb my peace. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, no trucker wants to go to sleep tired. You know, we tired because we on the road like crazy. So when we finally shut down and close our eyes, we don't want to get no phone call early in the morning asking about some bullshit paperwork that we've been sent in, but you too lazy to go on the computer and look for yourself. Now, I mean, we don't want to deal with that. I know I don't. So I don't answer it. I don't answer no more. I answer one time and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So one time I was ignoring them. They got my dispatch. They got my direct dispatch, involved. So he calls me. So when he calls, I answer. So, but this time I wasn't answering. I wasn't paying no attention to the phone. So he emailed me. So when he emailed me, I looked, then I emailed him back. Yeah, you know, I already sent it in. He's like, so why they keep asking? I don't know. Can you send it to me? I send it to him. He gets it, and he sends it to them. And he says, thank you. All right, so they shouldn't be calling you anymore. A half hour to an hour later, guess who calls me, asking me the same question? It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. The computer's right in front of you. You get the alert, you look on the computer. Look in the emails. You seen that I picked the load up, so why harass me about a load, about some paperwork that I always send in? You know what I'm saying? It's drilled in my head, yo. If it's a frozen load, send it in. Send it in. You know what I'm saying? That's common sense. Because I don't want the calls, but I still get the calls. The scale tickets. They told me in orientation, just like Mo said, they tell you in orientation that they pay for the trailer. Anything got to do with the trailer, they pay for. When it comes to that, you're paying for that. And I don't understand, like, that's your load. That's your trailer. I'm just driving it to where it needs to be. Why am I paying 12.50, whatever it is, for this and not getting reimbursed? You said I was going to get reimbursed. I'm scanning the paperwork for the whole 4 months. Then I finally realized, like, yo, I'm not getting reimbursed for this. I stopped going to the scales. Only if I stop going to the scales. I'll look at the paperwork and I'll do my judgment. If it's a heavy load, then and it feels heavy, then I'll go to a scale and be like, you know what, nah, I gotta take it back. I only got messed up like that one time. You know what I'm saying? One time they overloaded me, but they had a scale leaving the shipper, so I really didn't have to pay for it. They looked at it. It was at 81,000 pounds. Oh, you kind of heavy. Yeah, y'all need to get this off me because I'm not leaving here with it. So, you know, they did their thing. Then I went back to the scale. Everything was fine, so I didn't have to pay for it. But, yeah, you're not getting paid for your scale ticket, so don't even bother scanning it in and sending it. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of messed up. It's not my product. It's not the truck. That's the only thing that involves me. So why am I paying for that? But it is what it is. They got that. They lied, but they got that. That's the scam right there. So in the beginning, they told me, you know, tuition reimbursement. All right, cool. When I first got to orientation, I didn't have my paperwork with me. So, you know, it took me 2 days to get it. So I finally got it. So on the second day or the third day of orientation, I came to them with the paperwork, like, here you go. She took it, didn't say nothing. She was like, oh, thank you, all right. So orientation is from Monday to Sunday. So that Saturday, matter of fact, that Friday, I went to her and I was like, yeah, did did can I get a copy of the tuition reimbursement paperwork? 'Cause I didn't get a copy. Everybody else got theirs. Whoever needed, they got theirs. Oh, we couldn't do your tuition reimbursement. Why not? Because it was too late. You didn't make the cut. I didn't make the cut. What you mean I didn't make the cut? I'm still in orientation. Yeah, we're not doing tuition reimbursements no more. I'm still in orientation though. Why can't you do tuition reimbursement? I didn't even get to the truck yet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even get my keys yet. I didn't even sign nothing yet for you not to give it to me. I didn't leave the terminal with a truck for you not to give it to me. So to this day, I've been paying. So from March, from March till now, which is August, I've been paying my own tuition. You know what I'm saying? I've been paying my student loan back. You know what I mean? And it bothered me at first, but then I just got used to it. Like, you know what? Let me make these 2 payments in advance, because you never know with TransAm if you're gonna be able to make it the next month, or if I'm even be here next month. Because the way things was going, I don't know. So I just started knocking it out by myself. You know what I'm saying? Now that my lease is almost up, you know, they called me the other day. They called me the other day and asked me what I was gonna do. If I was gonna stay and redo the lease, or if I was gonna, go somewhere else. I told them it's over. The fat lady sung, it's over. You didn't hear her singing? I did. And she was like, why? She started laughing. She was like, why? And I was like, cuz I'm not getting no money here. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, I was getting money. I was happy. Yo, these last 2-3 months, I ain't been getting no money. You know what I'm saying? One week, my check will be like 1 to 1,300. The 2 checks after that, yo, it's straight trash. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm from New York. I got a house in New York. Well, a crib in New York. My rent is $1,500 plus utilities, and I got a daughter. What am I gonna do with these bullshit checks? Not a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Not a damn thing. You know what I mean? So basically, I'm working for check to check, and I'm basically working just to pay this truck off. And the truck payment, that's another thing. They say at the end of the lease, you could buy your truck. They say that. So I want my own truck. That's my main goal, is to get my own truck. So what I did, I called the lease people up and I asked them, how do I go into that? Because in orientation, they really don't tell you about the lease thing. You know what I'm saying? They really don't go over it. They go over company, and they might throw a little something in there about the lease. Then they'll say, oh, we'll call the lease people to come in, or over the phone, and have them talk to you. And they never do it. They never do it. So anyway, I called the lease people and I asked them, how does it work after my lease is up? Because I want to buy a truck. So what's gonna happen? She said, all right, simple. Your truck got to be 5 years old and on the road for 5 years before we can put the truck up for sale. So I'm like, my truck's a 18. We in 2020. So I got a couple more years before I could buy this truck. That's what you're telling me. Yeah. But we got other trucks that are for sale. So these lease payments aren't going towards the truck. No. At the end of the lease, you got the option, if your truck is on the road for 5 years, to buy the truck, or buy a truck, period, but you got to pay $49,000 for the truck. So your lease payments, you just renting the truck. You're not going to buy that truck. That money's not going towards you to purchase that truck. I learned the difference between a lease purchase and a lease. The lease that TransAm do, we're just renting the truck. We're just renting it. Now, if it's a lease purchase, that goes towards you buying a truck at the end of your lease. All the payments go towards you buying your truck at the end of the lease. They didn't explain that at Trans Am. Like I said, they didn't really explain nothing. All they said was at the end of the lease, you can buy your truck. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Like, so basically, I'm making all these payments for this truck, and then I gotta put another 49,000 on top of what I've been spending to buy this truck. You know what? That's like a brand new truck right there. I'm paying for a brand new truck when it's gonna be a used truck, and they're gonna sell you a 15. Yeah, they're gonna sell you like a 15 or a 16, and you done spent all this money on this truck, making these payments, and you're not gonna get what you want. You know what I'm saying? So the lease thing, in the beginning it was a good idea, but then after a while it was like, yo, why? You know what I'm saying? The only thing good about being a lease driver is you could deny loads and just be like, no, I'm not going there. But then the outcome is you might have to sit, or they might give you some bullshit load. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. You know what I mean? So that's the. Oh, and another good thing about the lease is if you go on the road. I mean, if you want to go home, you go home whenever you want. You just got to put your 8-day notice in. But then when you go home, even if it's for a day or two, you might come back and not have no miles. It was times I went home, came back, took 2 days off, came back the third day, and I had to sit in the area. And I'm on the garment asking them like, yo, what's up? Y'all got anything for me? Yeah, we're going to let you know. I sat there the whole day to the next day. Then they finally sent me a load in the afternoon. I could have went home. If you didn't have nothing for me, you should have told me that. I would have went back home and came back the next day. You know what I'm saying? Simple. And like the dispatch, your dispatch, some dispatchers be lying. They'll tell you that they don't have no control over the loads. It's the planner's decision on what you get. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? Me and my dispatch, my regular one, Christian, we talk about everything. Sometimes if it's about little stuff that it's like whatever, we'll talk on a garment. If it's something serious, like we got each other emails, and we'll just email each other like, yo, this and this and that, this and this and that. He'll hit me right back. You know what I'm saying? So he put me on. I had a problem with one load where they gave me 668 mile load to pick up Monday. It was Saturday. I was supposed to pick it up Monday. So I'm like, yo, I was complaining about it, like, yo, I dropped the load off Friday, so now it's Saturday morning, and I gotta wait till Monday to pick this load up. Then it said I had to drop it off by Wednesday. I told them that, yo, the shipper said they got other loads there that's ready to go, but nobody's there to pick them up. Can I grab one of those? They ignored me for the whole weekend. Then they finally sent me a message back, and they pushed the drop time back from Wednesday to Thursday. So now I'm beefing. I'm going off on the garment now. Like, yo, you can't do this to a lease driver. You know what I'm saying? 668 miles for 4 days. Matter of fact, for a week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, drop it off Wednesday. That's 5 days for 668 miles. What am I going to do with that? You know what I'm saying? What am I going to do with that? So they ignored me with that. So I got on the email and started hitting them up. So when he finally got it, he hit me back and he was like, yo, that's crazy. When he's like, next time they do that, call corporate. Because they can't, if you're ready to run, they're not supposed to have you sitting there not running, waiting for a load, especially if there's other loads that's ready. They could have easily gave you that load, and then you'd have been on the way. You know what I'm saying? So all the planner does is like set the date and the time for when the load's supposed to get dropped and picked up, stuff like that. It's the dispatch job to find the loads and where you at. You know what I mean? Because my dispatch, he'll go out his way. He'll go out his way for me. You know what I mean? He give me good loads all the time. But then when he's not there, it's a whole different story. And this is every time. Every time he takes off, I'm screwed. You know what I mean? I'm getting low ass miles. I'm getting miles that it just be a headache for me. Like, yo, they serious about this? They serious? So, but a lot of them will lie. A lot of dispatchers will lie to you and tell you, oh, they don't got no control of it, just so you can't take it out on them. I mean, you're not gonna be able to talk to the planner to find out, yo, why are you doing this? You can't talk to him. You don't know who that person is. They the ones that talk to him. You know what I'm saying? So let me get the shit off my back and throw it on his, so that way he can't say nothing to me. He got to talk to him, but he can't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Only I can talk to him. So that's what they do with that. You know what I mean? And my dispatch told me that. You know what I mean? Because I told him I don't like the weekend dispatch, and I don't like the night shift dispatch. Because they always doing some crazy funny stuff. But yeah, so they asked me if I was gonna stay. Let me get back to the point. My bad, I got off track. But so she asked me if I was gonna stay. I told her nah, and I was like, I got other companies that's trying to bring me to their company, and she was like, are they offering more money? Yes, more money. Yes. And every driver that I talk to that work with their company, they loving it. They getting the miles every week. They get home when they supposed to get home. So that's what I want. So she was like, is there anything that I can do? Is there anything but anything that we can do to get you to stay? Because we appreciate everything that you do. You don't appreciate everything I do. You don't. You appreciate me picking this up and taking it over there and getting there on time. That's it. That's all you're worried about. You're not worried about me, being able to stop to rest, or stop to take a shower, stop to eat, stop to wash clothes, make it home on time, make sure I got enough miles, make sure my check is looking right. You're not worried about that, so you don't appreciate me. You don't. And you don't appreciate what I do. You just want me to keep doing what I'm doing for you, but you're not trying to do for me. So I was like, I don't know. She's like, well, if there's anything that we can do, all you gotta do is let me know, and we can see if we can make it happen. Right. I'm not gonna fall for that. I'm not gonna fall for it. Not again. I fell for it over the phone. You know what I'm saying? When I was talking to a recruiter, I fell for it. I came here. You know what I mean? I came here thinking, yeah, I'm going to get my student loan taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be making miles as a lease driver. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be getting home on time. Yo, I'm going to be getting 3,000 miles. I'm going to be living it. Motherfucking lies. So why would I believe you now? You know what I'm saying? Nah. All you want me to do is keep on paying this lease. And it's crazy because she didn't even ask, well, would you like to go company and see how that is? Nah, all she kept saying is you want to redo the lease. I don't want to redo this lease because I'm not trying to pay this much money. And then they sent me something on the garment talking about we're going to lower your insurance to like $18 or some shit, from $27 to $18. Fuck the insurance. Lower this motherfucking goddamn truck payment. $7.99. Then the insurance was what, $79 for the truck. The insurance is $199. You only drop the insurance a couple dollars. You drop the insurance a couple dollars. But then I gotta pay all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? So what is a couple dollars gonna do? What is that gonna do? And it's just the insurance. If you could put everything in one, you know what I'm saying, the truck payment, the insurance, all in one thing, one payment, and a low payment, put that all for $7.99, and all the deductions, put all that in there. You know what I'm saying? Pay for these scale tickets. You know what I'm saying? Guarantee me some miles. I'll do it. I will definitely do it. I will definitely stay. But I know that's not gonna happen. I already know that's not gonna happen. So I'm not even gonna put myself in that position. So what I told him is like, yeah, the 24th it's over for me. She was like, well, if you need anything or if you think anything, just give me a call. I didn't think of nothing. All I thought about is getting the fuck out of here. Like my shit is packed. When I went home last weekend, I went home Friday. No, Thursday. I went home Thursday. So what I did was I packed all my shit. Everything that was in the truck, I packed, took that out. The weights, everything, the TV, laptop, everything's out the truck. You know what I'm saying? I took everything out. I just got a couple clothes. Then I had a bag of dirty clothes, and I figure I wash those and then use those for while I'm on the road for this week and a half, whatever I got left, and then rock out like that. You know what I mean? And I got some canned food in here, so I don't need a microwave for canned food. You just pop the top and get busy. You know what I mean? I was in jail before. I'm a savage. I already know how to give it up. You know what I mean? You do that. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I don't eat or whatever clothes I don't want to take, I'm leaving here. Like even I got some sheets in here. I'm leaving here. You know what I mean? I really don't care about the rest of the stuff in this truck. Everything that was important I got out. You know what I mean? I got one bag with me. That's all I need. That's all I'm gonna get on the plane or the bus. However I feel like getting back home, that's how I'm gonna get back home, and that's what I'm gonna get back home with. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm done. I'm done. When they ignored me for that whole weekend, that was it for me. That was definitely it. Then that load that they had me on for them 5 days, that 668-mile load they had me on 5 days, it went from, I had to drop it off. It went from North Carolina to upstate New York, right? So I got to drop I'm from New York, but there's no truck stops in New York City. So what I do is I park the truck in Allentown, PA, and then jump on the bus and then, head to the city. So when I get I get to the drop off point, which is Buffalo. After they unloaded me, I was like, yeah, so y'all got a load going back to PA? They was like, nah, we don't. That's a 5-hour drive back to PA where I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? 5 hours. That's 300 and something miles to get back to where I need to be. So you telling me you ain't got no load going back? So basically, I'm driving this back for free, spending money on fuel for free, and not making nothing out of it? Like, yo, y'all serious? So y'all really gave me 600 and something miles for that week? Y'all serious with that? After that, that made my decision. It was over for me. It was over. Ain't no way you're gonna play me like that. All my loads been on time. I'm either a day early or a couple hours early. Either way, I was never late. Never. Because I like to get to where I gotta be and just lay back and chill. You know what I'm saying? And hurry up. Then once they finish, I like to pick a load up and then just take off. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Then it's just crazy, but yeah, Trans Am, it ain't the move. It ain't the move. Like I said, if you out of school and you just want to get your experience real quick, and you don't want no trainer, and you got a background, you know what I'm saying? Just come to Trans Am and do what you gotta do, make your move, and then live life. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't recommend it to nobody unless that's what they trying to do. You know what I mean? And that's that really. You know what I mean? Other than that, it ain't Trans Am, it's Scam, because they gonna scam your ass, and that's real shit. That is real shit. They gonna blow your head up with all these dreams, all these wonderful dreams, and they gonna give it to you in the beginning. They definitely gonna give it to you in the beginning, but then after that, after they feel that, all right, they tired of you getting money like that, they gonna slap the shit out you and be like, yeah, it's time to bring your ass back to reality. This is what you're gonna get. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? And if you leave it, we ain't worried about it. We got another group. We got another group of suckers coming in, on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna fill your spot. And if they feel the same way, it's okay because we got another group of suckers coming in the following Monday. It's a rotating door Trans Am. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like I would not lie to you about none of this. Like some days I'll be stressed out. It's a few days I lost motivation. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, pardon me. It's like, why am I out here? Why am I out here making $300? Why am I out here making $400? Why am I out here and didn't get no check for that whole week I was running? Why? Because I'm not getting the miles that I should be getting as a motherfucking lease driver. That's why. Hold on. And I had to plug the phone in. But that's why. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bullshit on here. I ain't even mean to make this thing this long. I ain't know it was gonna be this long. But, I got like 2 hours before I'm in Texas, so I was like, let me just talk a little bit. Let me just talk. So yeah, you know what I mean? This is what it is. So I'm dying to see what's gonna happen once I get to this shipper. I said I wanted to go back to Tampa to drop the truck off because I got family out there. So I figure I'll drop the truck off, go chill with them, and then fly home or take the bus home. However I decide to do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me get on some jet skis, tear up the jet skis for a little bit. Relax. You know what I mean? I start my new job at the new company on the 8th. Well, I got two. I got two on deck. I got one that starts the 7th and one that starts the 8th. The one I really want to start the 8th. Now the backup start the 7th. And the reason why I got it like that is because the backup company called me first. So of course I'm gonna say yes. You know what I'm saying? Just to get out of Trans Am, I'm gonna say yes. Then the other company called me yesterday. So it was when they told me the 8th is go time. I'm with it. I definitely want it. And all I needed was 6 months experience. Another thing about Trans Am, important thing. If you leave Trans Am, remember this. Before you leave, take all your pay stubs. Screenshot all your pay stubs. Your pay stubs got your miles on it. Know what I mean? Your miles on your pay stub is verifiable information. Verifiable miles, because it's coming from the company, it's on your pay stub. Trans Am do not like giving out that information. They do not like giving that information out. A lot of my people that left Trans Am, it was hard for them to get that information, and they never got it. So the companies that they with had to start them off from the bottom, and they had to work their way up. Because Trans Am does not play that. They will not give it to you. I don't know about if you finish. Once you finish your lease, will they give it to you? I don't know. But I wasn't taking that chance, so I did the smart thing after they told me what they went through. I screenshotted all my pay stubs, and I emailed the companies about it. You know what I'm saying? I emailed the companies my pay stubs so they could see the miles. And the one company, she saw my check. She was like, okay, it started off good, but as a lease driver, what happened? I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm leaving. I wanted the same thing. I've been wondering the same thing. That's why I got to go. She was like, yeah, I understand. Most people would have been left after they started getting checks like this. Yes, I know, but I'm going to stick it out. She was like, I commend you for that. You know what I'm saying? That shows me a good character in you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I like to finish what I started. Plus, I needed the 6 month experience. I'm gonna keep it 100. I need the 6 month experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it was. Other than that, if I didn't need that, and if I already had that, you know what I'm saying? I'd have probably left the truck somewhere. And told them like, yo, the truck is over here. Pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Send somebody out to pick it up. You know what I mean? And that was another thing. That's another thing. I did a recovery job for Trans Am. My truck was in the shop for like a week. So first of 3 days, so I had to keep paying for hotels. Now third day, I called my dispatch and I'm like, yo, look, I'm tired of sitting here. They just called me and told me the truck's not gonna be ready until next week sometime. He was like, yo, I can't have you sitting there. Give me a second. I'm gonna try to do something. He hit me back. He asked me if I want to do a recovery job. Yeah. They sent me on a recovery job. They put me in the Uber. Got me to the area. They took me the Uber. They had me a Uber from PA to Jersey. I picked the truck up. Then I had to go to another part of Jersey to pick the trailer up. Then I had to go pick a load up. Then I had to drive it from Maryland to Texas, drop the load off, and then drive from Texas to Kansas to drop the truck and trailer off. Then as soon as I dropped that off, they had a flight booked. They flew me back to PA to the shop because my truck was ready to pick up the truck. Cool. So the shop was closed, so I told them about it. So what they did was they told me, all right, just go to the hotel, call us, and then we'll pay for the hotel for you. All right, cool. It's on them. That's all on them. I did a job for them. That's all on them. So I get to the airport. There's no shuttle, so I had to take an Uber there to the hotel. I calls them. This is night. This is at night. Nobody answers. Nobody answers the phone. So I'm calling. Nobody answers. It's a good thing that I got money on me. I keep money on me. I'm a money chaser. I stacks money. You know what I'm saying? So I paid for the room. You know what I'm saying? I paid for the room, and I ain't getting no bullshit room. I ain't gonna front. First, I was in Philly. First, I went to the Quality Inn, and I'm like, you know what? They're gonna reimburse me. So let me not go ahead. I went over by the airport. I forgot what the name of the hotel was, but it was a beautiful hotel. It was a 5-star hotel. So I went there. You know what I mean? The room was like 150 for the night. So I paid for it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this back. So why not? So the next morning, I had my dispatch calls me. He be like, yo, you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm dressed. I'm ready to go. He's like, all right, I'm gonna send the Uber to come get you, take you to your truck. I was like, all right. I was like, wait a minute, but yo, night shift left me hanging. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, yo, y'all told me to call when I get to the hotel. I called. Nobody answered. Nobody returned my phone call. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. So I just paid for it myself. He was like, you got the receipt? Yeah. Send me the receipt. He's like, email me the receipt and I'll get it. I'll reimburse you. I did all that. And within 5 minutes, money was back on my account like that. A month later, I'm looking at my pay stub. I see a deduction for $150. Then I see another deduction for $125. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? So they took back the money that they gave me. So I hit my dispatch up like, yo, they took back my money. My 145, my 150, whatever it was, they took it back. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, for the hotel fee. Then they charged me a 125 or something. He was like, what? He was like, yo, send me he's like, oh, let me go check. So he was like, all right, send me the he was like, all right, send me you still got the receipt? I'm like, yeah. He's like, send it to me. All right, I send it to him. They gave it back to me. So now the following week they took it. They took it again. So he was like, I don't know what the 125 is for. I was like, I don't even know either. Now I talked to settlements. So settlements, after they took it back, after he gave it to me the second time, they took it again. So I called settlements and now I'm beefing like, yo, why y'all keep taking it? I'm like, yo, it was reimbursed to me because I paid for the hotel room for a job I did for y'all. So they gave it back to me. I was like, yeah, what about this 125? She was like, I don't know what this for. I was like, I don't know what it's for either, but y'all took it out of my account. So what's going on? So she was like, hold on, let me check. So she's going through the whole EFS card looking for this. So now she's going through her on her side, she's going through it. She was like, okay, I see the 125 was taken out, but it doesn't say why it was taken out, what it was taken out for. Then she's gonna ask me, do I have a receipt for it? I don't know nothing about the 125, so why would I have a receipt for it? You know what I'm saying? I didn't spend the 125. Then she says, oh, I see you took $100 out. Yeah, out of my money. You know what I'm saying? I went to the ATM and took $100 out of my money. I was like, yo, I had to explain it. I'm like, yo, look, miss, I keep 2,000 on that bank on that EFS card. The rest I always transfer to my other two accounts. That way I'm never broke. You know what I'm saying? In case anything happened, I got money on three different cards, regardless. So that $100 came out of my account. You know what I'm saying? From the company. You know what I'm saying? That was my money. That was my money. Came out of my account that I worked for. And she was like, well, I see it here. She went back to 125. So I see it here, but I don't know why it was taken out. And you don't have a receipt for it, and there's no reason why we took it out. She's like, well, if you had a receipt, this would fuck me up. If you had a receipt, then I could refund it back to you, but since you don't have a receipt for it, I can't do nothing about it. What the fuck? You can't do nothing about it. Yeah, so y'all just take money out of my account, don't know why y'all taking it out, and say I can't get it back because I don't have a receipt. How can I have a receipt for something I never took out? I know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I don't even know why y'all took it out. You don't even know why you took it out. But all it shows is that y'all took it out. For what reason, nobody knows. But I can't get my 125 back because I don't have a fucking receipt. What do I need a receipt for? Y'all didn't give me the 125 to spend on nothing. You know what I'm saying? I got receipts on everything. So anyway, they got me for 125. They got me for 125 because I didn't have a receipt for the 125 that I know nothing about. TransAm. They scammed me. They scammed me out of 125. You know what I'm saying? They scammed me real good for that. Then the truck maintenance. If your truck got to go in the shop, your dispatch can't give you no load. You know what I'm saying? Until your truck is out of the shop, then they can give you a load. Like, I was on the road for a whole month. They say you get $500 if you stay on the road for a month. I was on the road for a whole month. So I didn't get the 500 right away. So the next month, I'm like, yo, it's been half a month now. What happened to my $500 bonus for staying on the road for all last month? They hit me back. Settlements hit me back like, oh well, you didn't service your vehicle when you were supposed to, so we couldn't, so you didn't qualify for that bonus. I couldn't qualify. Like, I've been on the road with this truck. At that time, I was on the road with this truck for 3 months. In 3 months, my truck was in the shop 5 times. From the first time I got it until that time, my truck been in the shop 5 times. I got every single paperwork for work orders that's been done on this truck to this day still. So how haven't I kept up with the maintenance? How? Even the stuff that I repair myself on the truck that I know how to do, like, you know what I'm saying, different little stuff I know how to do. So I'll even breakdown like, yo, this is what I just fixed. Here go the receipt that shows that it was fixed, that it's put on. I take a picture and I email it to them. The old parts and the new parts. You know what I mean? I email it to them. So what maintenance haven't I done for me to qualify for this? So after about 2 more weeks, they finally give it to me. Then, and when it comes to your maintenance, repairs, keep all your paperwork. Because they will fuck you over. Like, when my truck was in the shop for that week, I had so much stuff done to it. So much. So, like, a couple weeks later, or probably the next month, I get a message, you know, saying I got to take my truck to the shop. Breakdown is telling me this. I need an oil change. I need my belts changed. You know, I need all my belts changed. I need this and that. I'm like, I hit him back like, okay, the oil change here, I probably need that. The belt, I don't need that. My truck was in the shop last month, and I got every belt in this truck changed, so I don't need no belts. He was like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, give me a second. Let me look." He's like, "Yeah, it does say that your truck was in the shop. Do you got the receipt saying that those parts was changed?" Hell, motherfucking yeah! I got every receipt. Oh, can you send it to me? All right. I emailed it to him. He said he couldn't see the emails. He couldn't see the work order email on the email. He said, "Can you fax it to me?" I faxed it to him. He said he can't. He still can't see it. How can't you see that, but you can see everything else I faxed to you or emailed to you? All right. He was like, "Can you go to a truck stop tomorrow morning?" All right, cool. I mean, tomorrow morning and fax them. All right, cool. So in the morning, you know what I'm saying, I got unloaded. So my dispatch hit me up. "Did you talk to Breakdown?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said that, he needs the work orders faxed, the receipts, that way so he could see it. And the truck stop is like an hour away. My dispatch, I rocks with him. Yo, that's my dude, Christian. That's my dude. He was like, "Yo, I email him to me, and I'm gonna make sure he get him." I did it. They got it. They hit me back. Dispatch hit me back. "Okay, yeah, you got a lot of work done. You got all the belts changed. Yeah, so you don't need to get that done. All you need is the oil change." Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know. Y'all tried to get me to change belts again. I know. I know. I know. Like, yo, one thing about when you go for maintenance, in order for them as a lease driver, in order for them to issue you a check to pay for your maintenance, the maintenance company gotta send an invoice to TransAm, to the breakdown people, for them to issue your check to show everything that got done and how much it's gonna cost. Then they'll dispatch you a number, and they'll issue you a number and an amount to pay for your truck. Y'all had the invoice. Y'all had the invoice for all the truck repairs. Y'all had it. Y'all thought I was gonna be slipping and throw all the paperwork away. Nah, I got every last bit of the paperwork, every last bit of it. So you're not gonna have me spending extra. You're not. That's just another way that they try to scam you. So yo, if you at Trans Am or thinking about coming to Trans Am, keep all your paperwork, all of it. Because if not, they're gonna get you. You need proof. It's called covering your ass. You know what I'm saying? Have every paperwork for repairs, work orders, anything, any type of receipts. Keep them. Keep them until it's time for you to leave Trans Am. Because they will come back at you with some shit like, "Yeah, you got the receipts from that?" I'm like, yo, that was like a year ago. "Yeah, you got the receipt for it though, right?" "Yeah, I do. I do." "All right, send that to me." "Yeah, here you go." But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Motor Trucker. You know what I'm saying? Because you broke down some valid points on your video. You know what I'm saying? That I forgot all about. You know what I mean? Some real deep valid points. So yeah, go check his joint out, and he gets in depth with everything, the paperwork, and orientation. He goes into depth on all of that stuff that I forgot completely about. He goes into depth with it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody else, you know what I'm saying, that's thinking about coming to trucking, that's in Trans Am, that's other companies. Shout out to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing what y'all doing out here on this road. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? Just do what y'all gotta do and get this money. You know what I mean? Signing off.